A live look at the Flaps in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Blue Devils will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Georgia Tech's offense that has the first possession of the game. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Running to Green. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The option look. Keeps it himself. Give to the running back. Could be an alley. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down, you're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice gain and get the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And they're not on the same page there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. on the option. He'll do it himself. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big...
Might have a chance. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Gives it on the option. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. On the option. Now the pitch. Here's a little room there. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. Looking for room. It's Maddox. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Grimes. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Maddox. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The keeper on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Going to the run, it's Alexander. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. They'll move the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Grimes. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Fires deep on the run. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 11 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Sooners who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in Atlanta. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Well, guys, I did check in with the Duke head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the 2nd half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the 1st half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the 3rd quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Gives it on the option.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Richardson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Find some fresh air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Cross, there's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And points have been hard. In this one, they'll try to put together a drive. Goes to the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions, pitching at that time. That's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Keeps it on the option. Crosses the 45. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option, he'll keep it himself. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Third and 6 yards to go. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
They'll run play action, buying some time as he moves left. Zips it out to his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the back. They'll run it. It's Powell. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Great job by the back on the option. The Yellow Jackets with an answer.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll send the back in motion. The run inside. It's Maddox. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The option look. Rides the option, he keeps it. Got a little grass. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Following the play, there is a Yellow Jacket who is shaken up. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll toss it. Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sends it back in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll try the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Move the wide receiver. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Break. Let's go.
On the option. Keeps it on first down. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll run the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Got enough for the first. There's a crease. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Motion from the back. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And they're able to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese